is that prosecutors charge it for some other reason besides just that's the facts of the case and they can prove it. And that really is our number one job.
The state of Kansas alleges the facts do prove it and set the stage for a death penalty trial for the man accused of killing Wyandotte County Deputy Elijah Ming. Kansas has not executed a death row inmate since 1965, but prosecutors say it still has value.
Tonight, Sean Harris faces the death penalty after the state served notice today. Fox 4's Jacob Sloan joins us from the Wyandotte County Sheriff's Office and the memorial for Deputy Ming. Jacob?
And the two sides of this case have different views on that death penalty indication by the district attorney here today. The state says, or at least the county attorney in Leavenworth says, that the state will continue as they always have, trying to show the evidence and prove their charge against Harris. The defense says, or at least one attorney says, that they'll continue to do everything they can to get death off the table.
Just seeking the death penalty shows Thompson that the state believes they can convict Harris of the charge.
We don't charge anything we don't believe we can prove. And so we believe we have a capital case, and we believe that we can prove a death penalty case, and that's what we are going to put forward.
But the state hasn't executed anyone sentenced to death in 60 years. Thompson says just because they haven't doesn't mean it's not worth seeking.
As far as I know, we haven't had a case that made it through the entire appeal process. And so we never know when that might be the day that it occurs that we have an actual death penalty death. And so I don't believe that just because it hasn't occurred doesn't mean we shouldn't still file it.
There are 9 people who have been sentenced to death in Kansas. Some have been waiting for more than 20 years. For Thompson, that's not unusual.
I have cases that are still ongoing that are not capital cases that have been here for 20 to 30 to 40 years.
While the state seeks to convict Harris of capital murder, criminal defense attorney Greg Watt says Harris's legal team will be looking for mitigating factors in the case.
You're going back to day one of that defendant's life. You're looking at how that person was raised, the care they received or lack thereof, any type of mental health issues, intellect issues, abuse issues, substance abuse issues. There's a whole array of factors that go into it.
And even if Harris is convicted, a second hearing will be set to determine if they'll sentence him to death.
So there has to be first a finding of guilt, then there has to be second a jury that is willing to vote unanimously that the death penalty is appropriate.
The reality is that Harris may actually never see a jury at all. Watt tells us that sometimes a death sentence will actually indicate, or at least encourage, the defense to enter into a guilty plea and may not even see a jury before the death sentence can even be considered. Lauren?